describe the situation there tonight. We're hearing that a heavy bombardment has begun. What have you seen and what casualties have you seen?
Yeah, now it's about 3 o'clock in the local time in Misrata. We received 15 injured patients during last hour. We have 4 killed, 4 kids and one woman. This is 4 is the whole family is killed in the last hour. We think they shot by grad because they are shot in the downtown, and Gaddafi forces today in the afternoon. Nobody in the city. They run away, and also in the last day we have about 18. They are killed. Most of them they are civilian.
So you're saying that today you've seen a family of 4 being brought in, 3 people who have died, children. Does that suggest that this latest bombardment is indiscriminate, that it's not just the rebels who are being targeted?
Sorry, the question is not clear because I cannot hear you.
Sorry, let me just ask you that again. You're saying that you've seen 3 children killed in this latest bombardment. Does that suggest that the pro-Gaddafi forces are making indiscriminate attacks, that these are targeting civilians, not just the rebels?
Yeah, I tell you something. Today we think he shot from about 10 kilometers of the city, because they are now today in the morning nobody in the forces in the Misrata, they run away, but we think there is some of them inside the city because we treat them today. They are injured, and they tell us their colleague they kept them here, and they are run away.
And just finally, Jati, what kind of conditions are you working under there? I mean, are you able to give these people full treatment?
Yeah. It's really disaster, because we don't have enough space for our patients. Today, from the morning up to we said it's the last day. We received about 71 patients. We admitted about 40, and now we have 10 new patients. We don't have space for them. Even the operating room is busy, So we have enough team. We have limitation in the who take care of the patient. Every day is the chief come to try to evacuate the hospital, but every day we have a new patient. We have average about 50 to 60 injured patients. We admit them every day.
Okay, Jati, well, thank you very much for joining us. Jati speaking to us there from the hospital in Misrata. Well, let's stay with this story now because we're joined on the line by the spokesman for the Freedom Group, Hassan. They're a group of Libyan citizen journalists who are all based in Misrata. Hassan, we're hearing there was a lull in the violence there in Misrata and now a sudden increase in shelling. What have you seen and what have you heard tonight?
Yes, Gaddafi forces are bombing the city from 12 a.m. last night until 2 a.m. But at 5 a.m. it was all quiet. The bombing is continuous. They may stop for a couple of hours, but they're starting again, shelling the city randomly at civilians areas, at freedom fighters areas. They have no main target. They bombing and everyone, there is no exceptions.
Yeah, I mean, how bad has it got there? Because there was some talk of a fear among residents that this pullback of the pro-Gaddafi forces, that was just a prelude to a much bigger hit, and they were going to come back and hit much harder. Do you feel that is what is now happening?
Yes, Gaddafi forces, they are now losing the battle inside of Misrata. So now they are withdrawing outside of borders of Misrata. But he won't give up so easily. So he starting to random shelling of Misrata residential areas. to make a larger damage than he want to make a damage for Misrata. So I think when he will regroup outside of Misrata, and when he destroy a lot of areas in Misrata, so he can enter so easily and gain control of Misrata.
So you think that is what is happening, that civilians and civilian areas are being targeted purposefully?
Yes, like in Ras Ali area, that's about east of Misrata. There was an old man and a man who was killed by the Grad rockets, and there's a young boy who's been injured in the Ras Ali area. And there is a family with the 3 children and woman has been hit by the bombing at Shuahda. That's about east of Misrata. Has been a whole family has been killed. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we're hearing about the terrible injuries that are coming into the hospital. We just spoke to Jesse, a doctor at the hospital, who says they're running out of beds for those people injured who are coming in. I mean, what is life like in Misrata at the moment? Are you able to go about any daily business, or is it very much turning?
The main business inside the Misrata is it's how we get food and water, because you know it's about now a month water has been cut off inside Misrata, and at Tripoli Street the sewage had mixed with the water, so the water has evaluated with the sewage. So at the morning the people get out from their homes to get some food and water, and they get back to their homes at safe areas. But it's always at 7 p.m. it starts chilling the city. Okay. So the people now are at fear state.
Okay, Hassan, thank you very much for talking to us, Hassan, speaking from Misrata there. Well, an opposition leader in Libya says Kuwait has promised to give the rebels $180 million in aid as they continue their fight against